Today's tier list is going to be of food mascots. Well, let's get into it. First is the Pillsbury Doughboy. A tier. He's very cute and I even have a Funko Pop of him. He has a simple design, but I like it. He has a nice little personality and just a great character who's still being used today. Moving on. Tony the Tiger, B tier. I know this might be low, but I still like him. I just prefer when they come up with something new and not just a human or animal like Tony Tiger. He's still pretty fun to see and is being used still. Next up is the Kool-Aid Man. A tier easily. Come on, he's the fucking Kool-Aid Man. He is iconic. From the design is over the top, but I love it, and the personality of breaking walls. Incredible good mascot who is still in use. Next up, Mayor M. Cheese aka me. I'm literally Mayor McCheese. S tier, no question. From the design to the personality, sadly I'm not in use anymore because of McDonald's. We should start a petition to bring back McDonald's land commercials. Another McDonald's land character, the Hamburglar, a tier. He's like the main villain of McDonald's. He's fun and is a great mascot. Next up, the Taco Bell Chihuahua. Yeah, no, D tier. The whole Yo quiero Taco Bell thing was overplayed, and honestly, it just felt like a lazy mascot choice. Instead of something unique, they just stuck a talking chihuahua in the commercials. It was popular for a while, but it didn't really represent Taco Bell in any meaningful way. Plus, it got a lot of backlash and was eventually dropped. Can't say I miss it. Next up, the Trix Rabbit, C tier. It's one of the animal ones and doesn't make adults want to eat Trix, but it's kind of funny. Next is my friend Officer Big Mac. He's the one who brings justice to McDonald's land. He's a great friend who is there when I need him. Sadly, because of his design being similar to mine, he was removed, a tier. The Burger King, safe to say not a great mascot. The design is weird. And I don't think the plastic mask works at all. It's not even in use. Still C tier though. Jack in the Box, B tier. A cool head design, but the rest of the body is fine, and not too much special about him. Winnie, I mean, it's just some ginger girl. C tier. I don't think they use her in commercials either. Next up, Ronald Motherfucking McDonald. S tier, probably the most iconic mascot, and he's just amazing. The personality to the design. The benches are great, and he was the face of McDonald's. Sadly, he's not being used anymore other than the benches because of the clowns in 2016. Coca-Cola Bear, B tier. They should bring him back. He's fun even if it's just a polar bear. Moving on to the Blue Sour Patch Kid, B tier. It's just the candy, but it's cute. Next one is Grimace. He has a unique and great design. His journey from villain to hero was great. He's had a little bit of a resurgence recently with the Grimace Shack. He's always great in the commercials. A tier. Now we got Julius Pringles. He's cool. B tier. Not much to talk about though. Toucan Sam. He's another animal mascot. I like how colorful his beak looks and the blue feathers are cool. B tier. Oh yes. Next is the Jolly Green Giant. He's been around forever and has one of the most recognizable designs. A literal giant covered in leaves. It's a simple but effective way to represent fresh vegetables. Plus, his deep ho, ho, ho catchphrase is classic. He's not as flashy as some of the other mascots, but he's been a staple for decades. Highest B tier. So, moving on to Chester Cheetah. It's a Cheetos Tang. He's great. Gotta go B tier. Next, Colonel Sanders. Incredible good mascot. A tier. He might just be a human, but he was like real with an actual legacy behind him. And he is iconic and just amazing to see in commercials. Finally, we got Chuck E. Cheese. The animatronics are great looking and he's cool when he was at the restaurants, but now he's only used on signs and commercials, I think. Because sadly they got rid of the animatronics. That's the list. What do you think of it? And who's your absolute favorite mascot? And should we bring back McDonaldland commercials?